Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is our medium highlight video of 2019. So these are all the projects we built back in 2019 and what you can build for around a $20,000 or under budget. We're really excited to show you this because these are our most popular packages. And when you get that sound of running water in your home, it's gonna transform the way you use your property. You're gonna find out you're spending a lot more time outside when you have something like this. Little teaser for you. Guys are working in the background. We're on project number 6 of 2020, so you're gonna wanna hit that subscribe button because we got a lot to show you. Let's get started with the medium highlight video, 2019. How awesome was this? We had such a good year last year. We are so grateful for every project. We were able to take 24 homes and transform them. And we were able to make it more enjoyable for them. So project number 1, they had signed up with us back in fall of 2018. They were guaranteed the same pricing from 2018 because they decided to sign up early and lock their spot in line. So when we arrived in 2019, it was a fun project. Really happy people, happy to see us, and it was really fun to bring something really positive to their home and transform what they had. And on that project, we ended up changing it slightly and giving them an extra buildup because of the waterfall boulder that I found when we were at the supplier. It had these really cool lines on it, and I knew the water was going to come off of it in a cool way. The way that waterfall starts is so that it goes right towards their porch, where they spend a lot of their time indoors, because it's very important to us to see what the views are from out your window, because you do spend a little more time indoors than you'd like, and the whole goal of this is to pull you outside. So we want you to be able to see it from indoors because that's gonna pull you outside. And sure enough, project number 1 pulls you outside. They fell in love with it and they're already talking about what they can do in the front yard or another spot in the backyard. So that one turned out great. Check this out. So project number 4 are just endearing people and lovely people, near and dear to us. I bring my family there, they've been able to play in the waterfall, and they're just always happy to see us. And what's really fun about project number 4 and project number 14, those are brothers. John and Bill are brothers, and it's just a fantastic family. The whole family means a lot to us because when we were going through that whole challenge of breast cancer and how to run the business and how to be there for my wife and how to support her and really how to really get through it, they brought us a full meal and it was already cooked and all we had to do was go home and put it on our plates, and it was so fantastic of them. But what's really fun about project number 4 and what's so unique about it is we had this giant boulder. It was so big that the front end loader we used to move it into place had trouble even doing that. It had to push it and drag it into place. Its wheels were smashing and they were filled with liquid, and it was smashing as it was pushing this across the new construction into this homeowner's lot. But we were able to do it, and we use it as a huge backdrop for their awesome waterfall. This is our medium deluxe pondless waterfall, and what that is it's 2 starting points where they converge and give us a huge water flow. And what was really important to John and Jeannie was they're very avid bird watchers and photographers. They really wanted to have spots to attract the birds. So we wanted to have that sound of running water, but we also wanted to have a pooling area where the birds would feel comfortable coming in and bathing themselves and really having a nice bath. And I think we accomplished our goals here. It turned out so cool. Check this out. project number 10 was at Angels Resort up in Emily, Minnesota. So we have to make special accommodations for that. And what was really fun is Angels Resort hired us to do something to really attract people to their sign as they're driving out of Emily, Minnesota. They wanted people to be able to see this just jaw-dropping, exciting waterfall, which I think we produced for them. It was our medium pondless waterfall, but it was a deluxe medium pondless waterfall. So that means it has 2 starting points and it has increased flow rate because it has 2 pumps. We really wanted this to have a whitewater effect and be really eye-catching so that people could see the resort as they're and remember about them and attract it to their business. And I really think we've done that. Check this out. Project number 9 will always be near and dear to my heart. What an experience. That is when we found out that Erica had stage 1B breast cancer. About that process, we are lucky to say right now, as of June, she's in full remission, and signs are pointing that we have a high probability of getting to say she's cured. We're very, very hopeful, but we're very grateful for this diagnosis. Grateful that she's here, grateful she's healthy, grateful she's returning to her energy levels, and I'm always amazed by my wife. She's a fantastic person. They always say behind every great man is a greater woman, and that could not be more true in that saying for me personally. But project number 9 is when we found out that Erica had cancer, and they were just lovely people about it. They said, take whatever time you need. We trust your team. We trust what they're doing. And my team was just fantastic to work with too. They kept pushing on without me there and did the best they could. And they actually made a really awesome waterfall without me being there. And I actually love what they did. Didn't even have to change it. So our team is fantastic. Project number 9 is our medium pondless waterfall. It's a 15-foot long pondless waterfall with a 4,000 to 8,000 gallon an hour pump. Comes with all these custom selected boulders, and this had the buildup that we needed. So because we tore out an old pond, they had an old concrete pond that we tore out, and they didn't want to take care of fish anymore, which is a common theme. So we came in with our pondless waterfall, gave them that sound of running water, gave them a reason to come outside and sit and enjoy their gazebo. And what a huge compliment to us is that they cleaned up their gazebo right when we finished and redid it, repainted it, got it up and running again so they could get outside and enjoy that gazebo. How awesome, huh? I love the way project number 9 turned out. We're gonna go back year after year to show you it planted and just how cool our job is. Let's check this out. So we're going on to our medium package here for project number 13. This was another one of those ones that was near and dear to our heart. We are so lucky to do what we do. This was built in honor of one of Justin's, basically his second mom, Sherry, who had passed away from a rapid forming cancer, and unfortunately we lost her. And Sherry was always one of those people who were subscribed to us, was on Facebook just telling us how good we're doing, how amazing it is, and just keep following your dreams. She was one of our huge supporters, and every time I saw her at one of the family get-togethers I was invited to, she was always smiling and always wearing like a necklace that was bright, or even sometimes lit up necklaces. She was just a fantastic person. And her husband's taken on their dream where he wants to transform their backyard into the dream that they had had as a couple. And we were asked to come in and put in a waterfall in honor of Sherry, and I think we nailed it. We did this beautiful pondless waterfall. It's our medium pondless waterfall. It has color changing lights in honor of the things she would like. That was something we surprised the homeowner with. He's super happy with it. He calls me all the time and we love to chat, and he asks me about my wife. Just another fantastic person, because guess what? People who own water features are just fantastic people. It's the rule. It really is. It's not the exception. It's the rule. And the other rule is pond clients become friends. We're so lucky to do what we do because we keep making new friends every year, because everyone we build for turns into almost a friend of ours. And project number 13 is no different. Jeff is a great guy. We feel very blessed. We think the waterfall turned out fantastic, and we can't wait to come back when it's planted and the dream is finalized, and sit and enjoy that dream together with Jeff in honor of Sherry. It was a very fantastic project. Let's check this out. So project number 14, that is a medium pondless waterfall where they upgraded their stone. So we went to the superior stone. What's also fun about project number 14 is they are project number 4's brother and sister-in-law. Remember John and Jeannie from project number 4? Well, Bill and Linda are their brother and sister-in-law. Just a fantastic family. These guys brought us a huge meal for one of the days while we were working on their project. Their outdoor living space turned out fantastic. So medium pondless waterfall where they upgraded the starting point to have a waterfall wall, and then they wanted to have a 3-set basalt column at the very bottom. So there's a lot of intrigue. There's a lot of reasons to walk around. We have some really cool waterfalls that we use that superior stone to really look like something you might see as you're hiking up the North Shore. Because that Temperance River, if you start hiking off onto side chutes, especially after a rainfall, you're gonna see something like they have running in their backyard. Minus the basalt columns, right? But what's really fun is it lights up at night and they're in this cool canopy. And I really love how the light dances on the canopy at night. Just turned out beautifully. And the clients are super easy to work with, super happy people, super friendly, and I can't wait to go back and show you more. Project number 14 turned out fantastic. Check this out. right, so project number 17 was a really fun project. This is our medium pondless waterfall with a 48,000 gallon an hour pump. What was really fun about this project is how unique it was and how much of a challenge the access was. It was in a very tight area and we had to swing boulders around a fence post for a lot of this one. What I'm really happy with was the last boulder we used as it went into the basin. We were really able to make the waterfall look really natural because we were able to use that framing rock as part of the waterfall. Really happy with the way this one turned out. I can't wait to come back when it's planted because it turned out fantastic. Check this out. So project number 20 was another one of those really fun projects. It was a challenge because it was tight access. It took us a little bit of time because of the tight access and the long run, but the people were super fantastic to work with. And they said, you know, I really like the medium deluxe pondless waterfall, but is there any way we could work in one of those bubbling basalt columns? And we said, you know what? That's a really cool idea. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a basalt column, anchor it right in the middle, so it's really eye-catching and you see it coming out of the rock and you're like, what is going on? Why is there water spitting out of the middle of a rock? And it's intriguing and it makes you want to go and walk around it and take a look at it. And then you're going to see that that splits a waterfall, and there's a stream behind it that splits the waterfall and it comes down around its side. And I really love the rock we were able to find for the bottom going into the basin. The way the water falls off of that rock into the little stream before it disappears into the gravel, oh man, I just love the way that turned out. So that's what we're really trying to do, is you give us a budget to create a piece of our art, and we're going to make sure it's a win-win scenario so that when we leave, you're very happy and that you have a water feature and that sound of running water that just makes you calm and relaxed in your own space. Check this out. Project number 24 is another one of those ones that's near and dear to my heart. It's a medium pondless waterfall deluxe. That means it's 15 feet of stream, where we actually pushed it maybe closer to 20 feet of stream, and we used 2 starting points with 2 different pumps that are the 4,000 to 8,000 gallon an hour pumps. The goal here was to really make it attractive for the grandkids to come and play, and to make a nice long stream where they could splash. Maybe they'll be able to sit on some of those big boulders on the edge there, and they're just going to interact with it and play in the water, and they have. We've already gotten good news that they are playing with it and they love it. Another reason that this was very important to me is that the client had lost his wife to breast cancer, and this was to be in honor of his wife. So I had a perfect idea of where to put the sign, is right above that convergence point of where the waterfalls converge, because your eye is going to go right to it, and everyone's going to know that this beautiful feature was in honor of Maggie. So all of these boulders were a year's worth of boulders that have been saved in our pile, and we had the cream of the crop. That means we got to pick out all the coolest boulders that have been saved for the whole season, and there are some really beautiful boulders in here. And I especially love the way that we had these waterfalls converge, and how we pushed the stream to be maybe a little more narrow on the one side and wider on the other. And it really makes you want to walk around and see the different views, because they have a pool deck, and we wanted to make sure that when you're sitting and taking in the sun, that you're going to be able to enjoy a view, and the sound's going to be able to throw towards you, so you can hear that sound when you're sitting on the pool and getting in that sun. Check this out. End of our medium packages. Again, that's everything you can do for that $10,000 to $20,000 budget. All we're looking to do is create win-win scenarios, that when we're done, you said, I absolutely love it, I'm super happy with it, and I can't wait to tell people more to come over and see this and feel it, and come and enjoy a meal by that sound of running water, and tell me that you don't just fade away into that for a little bit of time. And that's what it's about, just fading away and forgetting about all the daily troubles and just relaxing for a few moments in that day. And I guarantee you, it's worth every bit of investment. This is Nick the Pond King on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. We're just trying to show you that we have gratitude for our career, gratitude for our team, gratitude for our clients, and that water features are fun anywhere. All right, everyone, thank you so much.
Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens. Living works of art, 1 yard at a time.